Hungry for flavor that's muy delicioso? Come on down to Two Amigos Mexican Restaurant, right in the heart of Barberville, Kentucky. At Two Amigos, you'll always be greeted with fast, friendly service and a smile that feels like family. From sizzling fajitas to cheesy enchiladas and fresh-made guacamole, every bite is packed with authentic Mexican flavor that'll keep you coming back for more. So grab your friends, your family, even your co-workers, and visit Two Amigos Mexican Restaurant, where great taste and good times meet in southeastern Kentucky.
Located at 511 South Main Street, Corbin, Kentucky, Sugar Booger's Custom Cakes has been bringing delicious treats to the Tri-County area for over a decade. Whether it be a cupcake, cookie, cake pop, brownie, or a signature one-of-a-kind custom cake that will be the star of any event, Sugar Boogers has you covered. Easy online ordering with polite, knowledgeable staff guaranteed to make each experience easy and stress-free. Go check them out on Facebook or give them a call for a free estimate. Sugar Boogers Custom Cakes for all occasions, 606-344-6595.
Are you a jerky jerk?
You're holding it, right?
Yeah, I got it.
Just give me 1 second.
RJ's Beef Jerky. Real jerky for real jerky jerks.
Can you give me a piece?
Yeah, of course.
Step into Harvey's on Main, where your most cherished moments come to life. Located in the heart of downtown Corbin, their stunning ballroom sets the perfect stage for weddings, receptions, and celebrations of every kind. Relax and prepare for your big day, designed with comfort and elegance in mind. From intimate gatherings to grand celebrations, Harvey's on Main offers a rustic, timeless atmosphere that makes every event unforgettable. Your day, your way. Celebrate with Harvey's on Main.
Kick off your boots, come gather round. We're digging up secrets that can't stay down. Bigfoot's out there in the midnight air. Aliens watching from who knows where. No sugarcoating, we're saying it straight. Bigfoot, alien, CIA. No sugarcoating, the truth on display. Jericho and Paul, bring it your way. From small town whispers to city lights, we're hunting the truth in the dead of night. Conspiracies spin and the rumors fly. Country Cupid is gonna tell you why. No sugarcoating, we're saying it straight. Bigfoot, alien, secrets to break. No sugarcoating, the truth on display. Jericho and Paul, bring it your way. Footsteps in the woods, lights in the sky. Some call it crazy, we just ask why. Laugh if you wanna, but you just might see there's more to the world than they want it to be. No sugarcoating, we're saying it straight. Bigfoot, alien, secrets to break. No sugarcoating, the truth on display. Jericho and Paul, bring it your way. Truth or a tale, come and see. We're gonna have some fun, y'all.
In a world where feelings are protected and men have traded big, beautiful beards for man purses and man buns, comes to you a podcast you always wanted and never knew you needed. A podcast where feelings are left at the door and conversations happen unfiltered and no sugarcoating. What is going on Facebook, YouTube, whatever streaming platform you are watching us on tonight. Thank you for being with us. We've got Jericho, myself. Our guest was unable to be here. Olivia had some sickness. She said she would come on, but it's like, well, no need of really coming on if you're not feeling well.
Well, my kids have just finally got over a sickness, so I'd hate to take one back to them.
Well, I'm wanting my kids to go back to school.
Yeah,
So,
So hopefully, guys, if you're in the Whitley County area that we're in right now, let's just hope school come Monday is back in session.
right. So,
I mean, I get to leave every day and go to work and stuff, but I still got to deal with them. And it ain't fair for my wife. She needs a break.
yeah.
Even though she works too, but she still's got to deal with the kids. So, Whitley County, get your crap together. They could have went at least half this past week right here. I guarantee it.
Anyways, so something that's been blowing up that we need to address right away on the show.
Yes. So, I may have dropped a few names before. And I don't regret it. I really don't. Because we've talked about this a bunch, and I think this is one thing we do agree on is my opinions are my opinions. Pa's opinions are Pa's opinions. We don't agree on everything. There is some things we do agree on, but whatever I say...
Everybody's saying it sounds like camera audio.
It is. Sorry, guys.
Hold on, guys. Switching it up.
That's 100% my fault.
Like I don't...
There it goes.
Alright, so...
Hold on. It's coming on now. And we should...
So is that better?
Oh, it
I
should,
see it. Looks better.
accidentally shut it back off.
Oh. Yeah, we...
And now it's gone.
Alright, so now is it sound better?
It should. Definitely should sound better now. Sorry about that, guys. That's my fault. There's so many things we got to do, and we've been having some computer issues. And so I was all evening just trying to figure that out, the computer, and totally forgot to turn our soundboard on. That's my fault. I'm sorry about that, guys. But it's fixed now.
Alright, so...
So anyway,
back to what's gained a lot of traction is a clip of the show was shared on the page that we did. Maybe it was a couple weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
It was a couple weeks ago that we did that.
It was a couple weeks ago. Not too far. I mean, honestly, it might have just been like Monday of last week. So it wasn't too long ago. But still, people was trying to eat us alive.
Well, we've been reached out to a bunch. So let's go ahead and discuss that and get that on the table right now. We have been talking about London since we began the show in April.
Yes.
Like, it has been a circus in London since actually the December before, since the Doug Harless shooting.
Yes.
Many prayers for Doug Harless's family, and hopefully that situation gets fixed, because Jericho and I both agree that a man should not have lost his life.
No, should not have. But that is what has initiated.
It seems that's what's kind of got the ball rolling on the craziness of London.
Which, again, the Doug Harless is bullcrap. You know,
like we stand behind the blue, but we're not blind to the blue either.
No. I was talking to a guy just the other day about this. That right there, the Doug Harless thing, it shouldn't have went, in my opinion, that case should not have went further than 1 week. That's how bogus that case is.
Well, I believe that they should make sure it's investigated 100%.
Yeah, but
So I mean, if it takes longer than a week, it takes longer than a week. Should it take this long? No, I don't think it should take this long.
not over a year.
Right.
Why I say a week? Why I say a week is because the case itself was so bullcrap. They went to the wrong house. They found out really quick they was at the wrong house. Ended up shooting a man for no reason, for just defending himself because he was scared. He was like, "Why are you guys at my house? Why are you guys doing this?" This late at night, he reacted as I think any sane human would react.
I think that's fair.
So to me, it's a cut and dry. Somebody should have lost their job. The man's funeral should have been paid for by the state of Kentucky. All kinds of stuff.
All right, so not to dive too deep into that.
Yeah,
We do agree 100% that's when we felt like things were falling apart. The entire time that we were building the podcast, each day we would come in and I would ask if somebody had watched the new city council meeting. And every time it was something crazy going on in the city. Mm-hmm. Every time there were people walking out, people getting cussed at, and what's sad is that everyone agrees they want the best for London.
yeah.
You know, but does everyone want the best for London?
Well, everyone doesn't want the best for London. Well, see, here's the thing about country and politicians.
Let me just say, Jericho's fixing to go on a rant. I can tell.
I am.
What Jericho says is what Jericho believes.
Everything, and that's why I put a video out the other night. I was the only one in the video talking about opinions. Everybody's got opinions, just like every one of us got freaking brown buttholes. That's okay. We're allowed opinions. We're allowed to talk. We have freedom of speech. You shouldn't get in trouble just because you want to talk and say something. That's what this podcast is for.
It's about opinions.
Yes.
We don't say fact. We don't nothing. It's an opinionated conversation.
But with that being said, I think this country life, you get a lot of politics tied up, shady people going on. You got what I call, and a lot of other people call, the good old boy system. And if you ain't a part of that good old boy system, if you can't scratch my back, I ain't scratching yours. And that's where all this shady bullcrap comes along. Then all of a sudden, in the past year, we've had certain people lose their jobs and other people slide in that could be more beneficial for this collective of people that's trying to solve, quotation guys, solve a case and figure out how to fix London. But really what they're doing, in my opinion, is they're just trying to figure out how to fix London to benefit them and not the citizens.
But I think everybody is watching this London race closely. It's been on the news more than I think anything else right now. Like the mayor, the city council, it's everyone in the state of Kentucky knows something's going on in London.
Yes.
So it's not to bash anybody in London or whatever, but it's about to have a conversation. So I wanted to go from that to say I reach out to Melissa Jones. She is the only person I know talking about London every day, making videos about London, trying to share what she knows about London every day. If there was someone from another side doing that, I'd love to have them on the show also. But there isn't anybody. I don't know of anybody other than Melissa Jones talking about what's going on in London. She's interviewed the mayor. She's interviewed the sheriff. I mean, she's done a lot of work. And that's why it was important for us to try to bring her on the show, because we'd like for the people of London to hear. We'd like for everybody to know what's going on in London. Got Jerry in the gym tonight.
Yeah.
We're doing good, Jerry. Thank you for asking. But let me not get off topic because this is important, Jerry. If there was someone else that was being so vocal, we would have invited them on the show also.
Yeah.
And I'm not seeing anybody doing videos or anything else. I know there are a lot of people arguing amongst themselves.
Oh, I mean, yeah. If anybody wants to see any of the conversations, just go find that video where we talked about London City that just come out a few days ago. It has blew up. What is it, like 16 or 18,000 views right now?
There's been a lot of people, and it's been hit with a lot of mixed responses.
Oh, yeah, but that's what I want you to go see. Read the comments. Don't watch the video. Just go read the comments. I mean, people are back and forth. There's people on there arguing with each other about this London City stuff. There's a lot of mixed reviews, a lot of good, bad. If you don't know what's going on with London, the comments on that video will almost catch you up.
Would almost let you know what's going on. Listen, I don't have a bad thing to say about anybody. I don't have a bad thing to say about anybody that's running for anything. I'd like to share a story, and this is just to separate the Sheriff John Root story, because that's what everybody got a hold of.
Yeah. Everyone totally looked past the London City stuff and was all about John Root. And again, I could have swore, I'm not watching video, I forgot what the video is. I could have swore even in that video, I said, my opinion, this is what I think about the man. I'm trying to really refrain from saying it again, but I said my opinion about the man, and a lot of people hated it, and a lot of people loved it. So that's mixed. Again, I'm not going to change what I think about him. I don't have to sit and argue with anybody about my opinion, and I'm not expecting anyone else to argue with me about their opinion.
So, I mean, that's the reason why I'm not even mentioning it till just now, because it's not an argument. Jericho feels this way about the man. And this is just to show you how different we are at the podcast.
Yes.
Sheriff John Root donated money to help my wife's cousin's baby who had cancer buy a crib for it. I'll always remember that about Sheriff John Root. So I don't have any issues with John Root. I can't say that I know that there's any kind of corruptions or anything else. I have no idea. In fact, I can't say that about any of them. I know there's stuff going on, but I don't know how much people have owned that responsibility. I don't know. I'm very excited about is it Janine Baker that's running for sheriff?
I think it is.
Like, she's a gunslinger.
Yeah.
She's a gunslinger. She's going out calling it like it is.
Yeah, and her son was commenting on that video that we've been talking about. So you definitely need to go read them comments.
I'm excited about her. I'm excited about everybody. I'm somebody, and again, I've said this in the past, this isn't pertaining to London, but I'm someone that believes that someone shouldn't hold an office for multiple terms. I'm about change, bring change in, let those offices grow with the community.
Well, I agree with that 100%. I've always thought that for as long as I could understand politics and how the system works, I've always thought that's unfair for one person to be in any position for more than 4 years. I think every elected position should only be allowed a 4-year term, regardless of how good people may think he or she's doing or how bad.
Well, see, I think 8. I think if the President of the United States only gets to serve 8 years, there should be nobody else get to serve any more than 8 years.
I'll agree with that. That would be respectable. Yeah.
If the biggest election in the probably the world, if that guy can only serve 8 years, then nobody else should be able to serve more than 8 years.
Because 8 years is plenty enough time to either corrupt somebody or let them do as much good as they're going to do.
Well, and it also gives time for, like, if that person knows that this is the last time they can run, they could maybe pick a protege, someone to stand behind and say, listen, this guy's going to be running. His and my vision are quite a bit the same.
Well, see, that could be good or bad.
Well, I'm sure it could be bad, for sure.
That could be good or bad.
But that would happen regardless. That's the same thing that happens with the president race.
I see. I think London.
We don't need to say just London.
No, I think London independently right now, because London's the only one going through all this. They need a whole clean slate right now. I think that's the only thing that's going to fix this mess. Is everybody in their elected officials needs to leave, and new people need to come in. I think that's the only thing that's going to fix this London crap.
Now, I want to say that we were involved in this long before now.
Yes.
Let me share that with you. So we have a pretty big TikTok following. We have about 90,000 people that follow us on TikTok and watch some of the clips that you may have seen. When we were going through TikTok, we had ran across the guy that was talking about the corruption in London. Mm-hmm. You remember this?
I do.
And if you guys have been watching the show since the beginning, we talked about this. We were bringing the guy on. Was his name Eric?
I can't remember his name. I've honestly forgot everything about him after I found out who he really is.
He was doing a lot of these investigations in little towns in Kentucky and stuff like that. And he was really hammering London pretty hard.
Yes, he was.
And we asked him to come on the show. And this was back in like May or June last year.
It was early.
It was early on the podcast. And once we got him booked for the show and started kind of digging into it, we found out that the guy was a pedophile.
Yeah. A registered pedophile.
A registered sex offender.
Yep.
Like that. We were learning that at the same time everyone else in London was learning that he was a registered sex offender.
Yeah, and he just, I'm the one that found him. He just popped up on my TikTok. He just popped up on my, feed or whatever. And I sat and listened to him, and I was like, he's talking about the London stuff. Then I watched a couple of his videos.
And he was exactly the opposite of Melissa Jones.
Yeah.
Like, he was not Mayor Weddle, city council, and we invited him to be on the show.
Yeah, he was totally against it all, like everybody. He didn't like Randall Weddle. He didn't like nobody. He was out to get everybody, and that's what intrigued me with him. I was like, oh.
No, he later it was found out he did have a side.
Yeah. But at first, he was portraying like he hated everybody, and that's what intrigued me. I was like, well, this is the kind of fire we need.
Yeah, we'd like to get to the bottom of it. We're hearing about it. We're seeing it. It's on the it's on the news. You watch the news, and this is like Lexington, Louisville news. As you're finding out that the mayor's getting impeached and all this other stuff, and it was crazy. So we invited the guy on the show. He accepted the invitation and was going to come on the show. And then once we found out that he was a registered sex offender, we messaged him about it and asked him if he'd like to explain it. Because being men, sometimes things happen, and we've talked about this on the show. Yeah. There's sometimes that and I'm not saying, no, I am saying that I know guys that were 18 and had relationships with girls that were 17 and 16 that was completely consensual, and it went horrible for them.
Yeah, all because they made that girl's dad mad or something. Yeah.
So we wanted to try to get him to explain what it was, and if it was something that sounded reasonable, because I believe we're reasonable people.
And he ignored me.
And he ignored us, like he left us on red. And we knew then that he probably wasn't the right person to have on the show.
So, guys, we do try to look at our appearance. You know, obviously, that man didn't come on the show. Just throwing that out there. We don't just say things, we do watch.
Right. Well, I mean, again, it's one of those things where it's there's not really a side that either of us are on. We just want to know the truth.
I just like talking. That's my biggest thing. Like I don't pick sides especially when it comes to, you know, this is my life. Okay, I just want to get that out there. I love doing this. It's my life. I'm not here to pick a side. I want to hear everybody's opinion. I want to talk to you about your opinion. I don't want to argue with you. I just want to talk to you, and turn it into a good, fun-loving conversation.
Well, see, I'm the person I explained. I want to know the truth.
Me,
I want to know what's going on.
I'd love to know the truth so I can go home and tell my wife or something, but
I want to know what's going on. I want to know why people feel this way while people feel this way, and I want it to be unfiltered and something that I can make a decision about. I don't lean one way or another way. I want to know the facts and make a decision. It doesn't have to be Democrat or Republican to me. It's about what's right.
That's right. That is right. What he just said.
So we wanted to address that tonight because there are new followers that are watching this, and we'd like to invite anybody. If you can carry a 2-hour conversation and come with whatever receipts or whatever you want to, we'd love to have you on the show.
Hey, real quick though, by the way, people, it's almost 7:30, so it only leaves us 30 minutes. For anybody that not watching or hasn't really watched the show, we do a skit called The Wheel of Misfortune. He is number 1, I'm number 2. Start casting your votes right now. You got 30 minutes to put your votes in, 1 or 2. And the winner has to spin the wheel of misfortune and get to do what they want.
So the winner is the one that gets the most votes. So if you'd like to see me spin the wheel, vote 1. If you'd like to see Jericho spin the wheel, vote 2. It is called the wheel of misfortune because whoever wins don't want to win.
I don't mind doing some of the stuff.
So that said, that really needed to be mentioned again because that's the conversation that's kind of going around. We are going to continue to have a sit down with Melissa Jones.
Yep, we are
going to be doing it at undisclosed time and location.
Yep.
For her protection, for our protection, or whatever. We are going to continue to have that. It just won't be here.
No, it will not be here.
And it won't be on a Monday or a Friday.
Yeah, it's not going to be live or anything.
Well, it may be. She may share it live.
Well, she may share it. Yeah, she may share it live. So start following Melissa Jones. Keep up with her stuff because we don't have a date yet, do we?
We don't have a date yet. And Melissa Jones, she does lean toward the mayor in a lot of her stuff, and she has the receipts to prove everything that she says. I know there's another side to that.
Oh, everything's always two-sided,
and we'd love to see how that goes.
Yeah. So
if you have something that you'd like to say about London, I apologize.
No. So, if anybody has anything they'd like to know, give us some questions that we can
ask her, because she said that she would be open to answer anything.
Yeah. So you put them in this comment box here, or just private message us. Some questions that you would like us to ask this woman when we do get to finally interview her. I'll ask them, whatever it may be.
All right, so another crazy thing going on in London. What about the lady getting arrested for feeding the cats at Sonic?
I seen that.
Leanne had mentioned that, but have you been watching that any?
No. This is the first I've heard of it.
Okay, so Billy Hubbard, the comedian, he's been on the show. He does the Property Tell show. He had shared a video of a lady getting ran out of Sonic for feeding the cats. Evidently, a lot of cats hang out at Sonic that are homeless.
Okay.
in London.
Now, what did she do? Like, so let's put some context to it. Like, did she
Really,
bring a
that's-
sack of food with her?
Yeah.
Or was she buying food from Sonic and giving it to him?
No. She brought cat food. Like, evidently everybody knows that's where the cats hang out at, is Sonic. And she was making sure that they were getting fed.
I mean, I don't really see anything wrong with that.
Well, a lot of people don't. With the understanding that the cats obviously are not going to leave if they get fed there. You know, that sucks. And if you've ever been around, and I know you have, because I know the work you do. If you smell cat piss, man, if you have a bunch of cats,
Yeah,
that kind of odor does hang around your establishment if there's a bunch of cats there.
yeah. It hangs around pretty good.
Was that ammonia? Is that what it is?
Ammonia.
So, anyways, this lady was feeding the cats, and they run her off and told her to quit doing that. Leanne says it was away from the restaurant.
In the corner of the parking lot.
That's still on the around the restaurant.
But they charged her with criminal trespassing.
She was told to leave. She was told not to do that no more. Like, it's all on Billy Hubbard's video. Go find Billy Hubbard if you're unfamiliar with this. He's a comedian. He has, I don't know, like 500,000 people follow him on Facebook or something like that. But he shares the video. I commented on the video, just being funny, and wrote, somebody should call PETA, because the manager was kind of being a prick to the lady.
Yeah.
To get her food and get the hell out of there. Da 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 da. And she's like, I'm just trying to feed these starving cats. So I was really just being funny. And sometimes I do dumb stuff being funny, like donating $20 to Daryl Hinkle. But anyways, I wrote, somebody should call PETA. And then I got chewed up on there. Not really chewed up. Everybody's like, PETA don't help animals. PETA ain't gonna do nothing but cause trouble. Anyways, so they told her to leave then, and I guess they knew who she was, and they had her trespassed from the property. I may be telling the story a little wrong. This is how I understand it, though. So, she came back during the big winter storm. So, like in this last 2 weeks, she's shown back up to feed the cats. When she came back to feed the cats, she was arrested.
I mean, that's so stupid. Really. I mean, I get there's a lot of animal lovers out here. But I don't care how much I love animals. I don't think I would have went out in this weather. Like, them cats are going to die if they're waiting on me, because I ain't getting out feeding them. I won't even feed my own cats outside in the winter. My wife does it, because them are her cats anyway, not mine.
That's just more crazy stuff going on in London. Leanne says she didn't come back. They can't charge you with trespassing if they don't catch you on the property.
Yeah.
So she got pulled over and had a warrant for her arrest for trespassing.
Yeah, I agree with Sinister Hills. Hills there. He said it's stupid because they could be arresting real criminals. Right. Getting charged for trespassing just because she's trying to do an honest thing, that's stupid to begin with. I think it was Leanne said that, just call the animal shelter.
That's what Jessica just said. Your wife just said.
Okay, well, they're both thinking the same thing then. They're
smart women, thinking alike.
Just call the animal shelter, have them come get them cats, take them somewhere else, let them get adopted, something. That's what the manager at Sonic should have done.
Exactly. That's the bigger point.
Yes, that's what
Who does the responsibility lie on? It really has nothing to do with the lady. If the manager at Sonic knew there was a problem, and he had a problem with the problem being the cats.
Yep.
and him having a problem with people feeding the cats, then why isn't it that guy or lady's responsibility to call and get that problem fixed?
Yeah, I mean, well, it's perfect. This is your establishment, right? If you have a problem here in your establishment, you're going to try to fix it.
Right.
Because you're running this establishment.
Because it's my problem.
So don't just call the law on a person, because the person isn't the problem in this case. The cats are the problem.
Right.
The sole problem. How you going to fix that? Get rid of the cats.
Well, I mean, it's not even like there's not going to be food out there if she doesn't feed them.
Right.
It's Sonic.
People
they
drop
have
food.
dumpsters, they have everything.
So her feeding the cats is not what's keeping them there.
In fact, it might be keeping their trash in the dumpsters. She might be doing them a solid, honestly. Right?
Yeah. And London does have animal control, so it was an easy fix.
But there was a lady that went to jail for it.
See, so now that we've talked about it, now that I know the situation, that is completely stupid, in my opinion.
Jericho, you get so good at dropping that, in my opinion.
I've been working on it.
Should be like IMO.
IMO.
That's what everybody says on text now.
Well, yeah, but no one's going to know on here what IMO means.
So
definitely AI ain't going to know what IMO is.
So that's something else been going on in London. Craziness.
Yeah, they put way too much time and effort in something this small. Guys, that small. They put that much time and effort in there when there's kingpins and drug lords around London. What are they doing about them? Nothing.
Well, no, so that's another thing that I can agree on. Why are we bothering ourselves with? I wouldn't even call the lady a criminal.
No, that's not a criminal.
A low-level offense like that, when there are things going on, now, there's places to be, things to do, not pulling over the cat lady.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine? Let me just try to take you down a hall of ridiculousness. Show up in the London post office, you know what you see? The cat lady's picture. Want it.
Is that a joke or is that real?
No, that's a joke.
Okay.
I'm just saying, this is how ridiculous it sounds that anybody put any effort into pulling over the cat lady.
Well, here, so a real quick thought that come through my head is, if London City or Corbin City or Williamsburg City or anybody had enough cops available to go pick on a lady for feeding cats.
And this was in the middle of the weather.
Yeah. So if they have enough available free cops to be picking on that lady for feeding cats, then they're probably wasting taxpayer dollars.
Okay, that's a big topic in London right now.
Oh,
Did you even know that you were kicking up that?
No, I did not.
There was a bunch of first responders that got fired or was going to get fired. First responders, police officers, all kinds of other folks.
Now, I heard about the firefighters. I heard they was going to let off like 90% of the fire crew.
Like, it was a lot.
Yeah, I didn't know about.
See, again, I don't know the ins and outs. And I know somebody's going to watch this and be like, oh, that guy's ignorant. And I am. I do know that there was a situation about all of that. I don't know the details of that situation, but there was definitely an issue with we have too many, we've appointed too many, we've made too many offices or too many jobs.
Yeah.
How are we going to afford this? That was part of the conversation.
Well, I mean, don't let off all of your fire people. That's just stupid. But you don't need that many cops. Like London, Corbin, we don't have that much criminal activity. going on. I don't feel like. I mean, especially if they would put all of their focus on the big criminals, the ones that are running all these drugs and trafficking and all this, hurry up and just nip that stuff in the bud. Crime around here would be nothing.
Yeah.
That's what I think, in my opinion.
IMO.
I was a little late on saying that, but you got it.
Watch, that's where the clip cuts off.
Yeah, it is.
Right before you say, in my opinion.
Because that was too long of a pause. Shouldn't have done that.
So, yeah. Well, I mean, you're right. Leanne's right there. You know, Williamsburg is having a problem right now. Whitley County is. And it's that I may be wrong. Again, like, I know the problems. I just don't know the details really great. So, the way I understand it is the county buys their water off the city, and when the city's water runs low, they cut off the county's water. So there are people in Whitley County right now without water.
Yeah, so that's stupid.
Ronnie Bolin had just made a Facebook post before, which he's the Commonwealth Attorney, the Whitley County and Macquarie County Commonwealth Attorney, I believe.
Yeah.
He just made a post about this before we went live that I read, and he was talking about the water problem in Whitley
Well,
County.
see, and that makes no sense, too, because the smart thing would be, you know, all this wasted money that even Williamsburg has wasted. Cumberland River runs right through Williamsburg. Williamsburg has a filtration pump just like Corbin does. Why don't they pump that endless water from Cumberland River into their filtration, into the city pipes? The county, city, everything would never be out of water, ever.
I don't know. There's got to be a reason, though. There got to be some reason.
I think, I mean, what I just said is a master plan. It's a foolproof plan, guys. Maybe if somebody would just take that idea and just give me 25% of the proceeds, we'd have it licked.
So, poker machines, gray machines.
Yeah.
Be careful, Jericho.
But I mean, really, I read a lot of comments on that video that we was talking about at the beginning of the show, and I do agree with some of them comments. There's a lot of people on there saying the poker machines is not the problem. You know, if these hard-working people are out here wanting to waste their money on a machine, let them do it. You know, that's no big deal. It's what the machines are covering up is the problem. That's, you know, a lot of these places that have these gray machines, they're just using them places as funnelings for their drug activities.
Well, I read a lot of that too.
Yeah.
That they said that it wasn't so much the machines as it was the type of company that hung around the machines and stuff. Mm-hmm. Which is neither here or there. And, you know, without saying too much and mentioning names, Jericho and I we were hanging out. We were at a place, and we spoke to a person that was going to open up something in Williamsburg. And he said the reason why he didn't open up anything in Williamsburg is because they already had the casino there.
Yep.
He said they already allow smoking, drinking, live music in the casino, that an establishment that he was going to open wouldn't stand a chance. Because who would want to go to his establishment when they can go to that establishment and do all that without any problem?
Yeah.
Because they're not allowed to smoke in city limits, and they're not allowed to play music after a certain time in the city and everything else. But that doesn't...
them ordinances doesn't affect
doesn't cover the casino.
Yeah.
The mint.
Even though it's in city limits.
So that was wild. And when you and I got to talking about it, you're like, yeah, no, he's not wrong.
Yeah, I've been there. If anybody hasn't been there, I mean, definitely it's worth one go. You know, I've never spent any money at the casino. I have walked around it and looked. I've ate there. Their food is pretty darn good. That's And even at that, I still didn't spend any money because every time I've eaten there, my meal was paid for. So.
Oh, you getting comped, huh?
Yeah. So I've been in there. I've looked around. I've ate their food. I've never played their machines because I have no interest in that. And I don't like it. You walk out smelling like a cigar or cigarette or whatever you're around. I mean, when you walk into the actual casino part where all the machines are, there's a huge smoke cloud.
Yeah.
And you're like, holy cow. So I stayed over at the restaurant.
So I used to work there. Remember, right before it was actually while we were doing the podcast.
Yeah, for a brief
last year, for a short amount of time, I worked there, and there is a small little place that is non-smoking. But when you walk in, like you said, you can smell the cigarettes. You see the same people in there all the time. A lot of it, this is going to sound bad, but a lot of it's old women. Mm-hmm. And they'll stay there for hours. Hours and hours and hours. And again, and I don't mean to profile, but I mean my job was security, and that's what I did. It didn't seem like it brought in, how do I say, there's definitely two crowds of gamblers. There's the ones that go to the illegal machines, and there's the ones that go to the casinos.
And it's the old women that go to casinos. I'll tell you something about them old women, buddy. They tickle me pink. Let me tell you something. This burns Jessica up. I get hit on more than I ever imagined by old women.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I went to this lady's house the other day. I got some guys out there right now working, and she's always been friendly to me. You know, I've been to her house a few different times now.
So what you're saying is she always gets moved to the top of the list of your work pile, huh?
No. This is the first time we've been to her house, but I have to go to these houses repetitively, you know, from start to finish.
Right.
So I've been to her house a few times now, and she's just a sweet old lady, you know. Like she's, when you walk into her house, she's that type. She's trying to welcome you. She's like, "Do you want something to drink? Or,
right.
You know, are you okay?" Blah blah. It just reminds you of your mamaw.
Yeah, come on in, honey. You hungry?
Yeah, just reminds you. Yeah, that exactly. So I never think nothing of it. Well, I go there the other day, and I had.
She had lingerie on when she.
No, she was cleaning. Them boys had her floor registers pulled up. They was working on her ductwork. Well, she was grabbing them floor registers and she was cleaning them with a wet rag. And as I'm walking by her, I said, "You working pretty hard, ain't you?" She goes, "Oh yeah, these are dirty." And I just chuckle at her and I walk on past her. I go back there and talk to that guy. And,
what, her husband?
No, one of my guys back.
So
she's single. Her
She is a widow.
Yeah, she is a widow. But so anyway, you know, I don't pay no mind to her. I go back there talking to him. Well, I got to poop, so I walk back up her. I say, "Ma'am, I'm gonna borrow your restroom right here." She smiles at me. She says, "You go right on." Well, that guy.
She had no idea what she just opened her house up to.
Yeah, she had no idea. Well, that guy, he gets done doing what he's doing. He's walking back out, and you know, they call me all kinds of stuff. He comes out. He looks at her. He said, "Where'd Pretty Boy go?" And they was right at the bathroom door. I could hear everything. And she laughs at him. She says, "He is, ain't he?" She said, "He's in there," and I holler, and I say, "I'm in here pooping, buddy. Leave me alone." And she laughs when I say that. Well, I come out, and I just nod my head at her, smiling. She smiles at me, and I walk outside. Well, he comes out there. He stops me, and he goes, "She ain't joking about that." I go, "What do you mean?" He said, "She just told me yesterday if she was 5 years younger, she'd be all over you."
How old was she, you think?
She's probably late 70s.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So if she'd been 70, bro, you'd been smashed.
That's what she told him. Which ain't the first time this has happened. Not long ago, just I want to say toward the beginning of December, me and this guy that's in training right now, took him to a house with me, and this lady was probably mid-60, I would say 65, 66-year-old. And I was walking around her house talking to her, showing this boy everything that we look for and what he needs to start looking for and this or that. Well, she looked me in the face and flat said it. She said, if I was 5 years younger, I'd be on you like white on rice. I was
wow.
I was like, oh, okay. I was like, Henry, we got to go.
Dude, it sounds like, man, you got like all them retirement chicks knocking at your door.
Hey, if I was a single man, I would be in a mini of wheels. I promise you that.
I was watching a movie and it was an old Western, and they had a name for a guy like that would just go around and hit up old ladies and stay with them for a week or two and then go to the next old lady and then kind of keep a circle of old ladies that he stayed around to inherit all their stuff.
Yeah, that's a smart idea.
I don't remember what it was. Maybe it was Sarah's Oil, I think is the name of the movie.
Sarah's Oil.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look that up because that's a smart idea. I don't know what it is about me and old women, but they love me.
Yeah.
And Jessica hates it. Absolutely hates it.
She's going to be old one day.
She is going to be old. But by the time she's old, I'll be burnt out for her.
You be old too.
Yeah, I'll be old too. We even had an old lady come and hit on me right in front of Jessica. And I thought that was hilarious. I laughed. Jessica didn't think it was funny, and she didn't like that I laughed about it.
Oh, no.
No.
Women don't.
No, women don't. But, like, me and her was sitting there. We was right beside each other, and she just comes and grabs my arm and starts rubbing it. And right in front of Jessica. And then she's still rubbing my arm, looks at Jessica and goes, your husband is so handsome.
Oh, yeah?
And mind you, this was at a church.
Oh, yeah?
I was like...
Kenny said, male gigolo.
For old women, yeah.
We're going to start calling Jericho Deuce. Because he'd be dropping them and he'd be picking them up.
I do. But it burns Jessica up. I love it. But I don't, obviously, she's watching right now. I don't keep this from her. I never do.
So, Jericho could go on and on and on and on and on about the times he gets sold. He's about every time we go out, there's some kind of story that happens, or
but it's always old women.
That there's something going on. Anyways, so Kenny had said this earlier, and I was just kind of circling back to it. I do agree that there are different crowds in the gas stations than there are in the casino.
Oh, huge difference. I know. I go to Crossroads down here quite often. Because I'm always driving by it, so I'll swing in there and get me something to drink.
How about he just goes to a gas station?
That is a gas station, Crossroads.
Yeah, I wasn't... Quit name dropping, man, because I know you fixing to say they had poker machines in it.
They do. Well, they did. They might still have. I've not been in there in probably a month, but I would stop in there. I'd grab me a drink, or I'd grab me a biscuit or something like that. Well, I had a hankering for something to drink on my way home. So, this is for an evening, right? And I never stop in there this late in the evening. I normally, when I leave work, I go straight home, or, go get Sean and go home. I was like, I got time. I'm going to swing in there, get me something to drink, and go home. I walk in there, and they was griping at this guy at a poker machine. And I didn't want to butt in, but I did. And I was like, just out of curiosity, I was like, why are you making them leave? I said, there's people back there sitting all the time playing these machines. And I was like, because he has been here since 8 o'clock this morning, and half the day he was asleep. He come in so high he passed out. I was like, oh, okay. So he's just using this place as a cat nap and then, play a few games. They was like, yeah, but he's not leaving.
Well, it's nice to know there are some standards, right?
Yeah.
It's like, hey, the only way we're going to allow you to play these illegal machines is if you stay awake the whole time you do it.
Yeah, I know.
Don't come in here high because that's illegal.
Well, no, they didn't care because they said he come in. He come straight in, start playing machines, and they said he sat back there for about an hour or two, and then they noticed he was asleep. So I was like, well, I mean, as long as he's still playing or something, like. I don't know if they have a requirement you have to buy something from the store to keep staying there or what. I don't know. I know I would make that a requirement if it was my store. If you're going to stay here and play these machines, you also got to buy like a pop every now and then or something.
Yeah. So hold on. We're going to have to figure this out, guys. But yeah. Wild.
I mean, I wasn't trying to name drop. That's just the name of the store.
Well, listen, I think what was crazy about that is everyone knows where they are. They're every county's worst kept secret. When you go to a gas station, one that has 10 cars parked outside of it, there's nobody at the pumps and there's nobody buying shit inside, and you wonder where everybody is. That's a good indication that something is going on there.
Yeah, I know where another store is. I can't name drop because I can't think of the name of the store, but they have machines too. And I've been in there a few times. I normally don't go to this part of the town.
What's up, Chris Floyd? Heard you singing.
Every now and then. But every time I go in there, they have a room for their machines, for their illegal gambling machines. Where every other place is just out there in the open, a part of the main store. Well, this one, they have their own room for it. It's secluded, it's nice, whatever. I've never seen anybody in there. All the times I've been in the store, I never see anybody in there.
Yeah, but you see like 10 cars outside?
No, the parking lot is always empty, all except for, the owner. He's always there working. And then every now and then he'll have him a helper or something. But there's never not a lot of cars there. I always look, I'm nosy. So I walk back there and I look in there. No one's ever in that room. The machines are there on, active.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that's just...
Maybe just go at a bad time.
Yeah.
Chris Floyd, we heard you singing. No, I don't think he's talking about it smoking weed. I think he probably popped on the Polar Pill Express. Took him right off to Dreamland.
Who said that?
Chris Floyd.
No, about high. Who said something about being
Chris
high?
Floyd said, when you say high, you mean smoke like some weed or bud or twack that on meth?
A little bit of everything. They show up after you go to bed. Well, I mean, no, not everybody. Like Crossroads. I don't care what time of day it is. If they still have their machines, any time of the day, you can go down there. There's people playing them machines.
Let me tell you something. This is a funny story, and this happened in Laurel County. Me and my brother-in-law, we were grabbing parts for that Equinox, and we'd went on over to Manchester and grab some parts. And then he's like, "Paul goes, man, I'm starving to death." He goes, let me tell you about this place that has the best hamburgers. Now, I seen you a picture of this hamburger. It was in...
Must have been some time ago.
It was last 3 or 4 months.
Okay.
I sent you a picture of it, and you're like, yeah, I've ate there once or twice. And we talked about them having... And I ordered one of those Hunt pizzas there, too.
Down in Manchester.
No, this was in... We went and took parts off in Manchester, and then we drove, and he's like, I've got this place, you got to try their burgers. I'm going to take you there, and it's at a little grocery mart in London.
I have ate a lot of burgers.
Anyways, that's not important whether Jericho remembers or not. So anyways, we get there, and...
Well, now I'm curious about what place it is.
Well, we're going to take a break, and I'll tell you. But we get there, we order the burgers, and the burgers are huge. I order one of those Hunt pizzas, which are delicious.
Yes, Hunt's Brothers A1 sauce.
And while we're there, we're having to wait for them to make our food, and we decide to eat. But they had a security guard that walked around the machines that were in the back of the place. And then they had like a man and woman that were fighting at the table, and people would just come in and get bring in their change to get dollars because the machines only took bills and didn't take coins. Like, it was crazy, and it was all over the place. And it was some of the worst representation of Laurel County that hung out there. But in all fairness, one of the best hamburgers I'd ate in a long time.
We're going to have to figure out what place he's talking about, guys. Let us do that. We're going to take a quick break. It's 8 o'clock when we'll come back.
Count the votes.
We'll count the votes. I'm pretty sure I won. But we'll count them, and we'll be back. Hungry for flavor that's muy delicioso? Come on down to Two Amigos Mexican Restaurant, right in the heart of Barberville, Kentucky. At Two Amigos, you'll always be greeted with fast, friendly service and a smile that feels like family. From sizzling fajitas to cheesy enchiladas and fresh-made guacamole, every bite is packed with authentic Mexican flavor that'll keep you coming back for more. So grab your friends, your family, even your coworkers, and visit Two Amigos Mexican Restaurant, where great taste and good times meet in southeastern Kentucky.
Located at 511 South Main Street, Corbin, Kentucky, Sugar Booger's Custom Cakes has been bringing delicious treats to the Tri-County area for over a decade. Whether it be a cupcake, cookie, cake pop, brownie, or a signature one-of-a-kind custom cake that will be the star of any event, Sugar Boogers has you covered. Easy online ordering with polite, knowledgeable staff guaranteed to make each experience easy and stress-free. Go check them out on Facebook or give them a call for a free estimate. Sugar Boogers Custom Cakes for all occasions, 606-344-6595.
Are you a jerky jerk?
You're holding it, right?
Yeah, I got it.
Just give me 1 second.
RJ's Beef Jerky. Real jerky for real jerky jerks.
Can you give me a piece?
Yeah, of course.
Step into Harvey's on Main, where your most cherished moments come to life. Located in the heart of downtown Corbin, their stunning ballroom sets the perfect stage for weddings, receptions, and celebrations of every kind. Relax and prepare for your big day, designed with comfort and elegance in mind. From intimate gatherings to grand celebrations, Harvey's on Main offers a rustic, timeless atmosphere that makes every event unforgettable. Your day, your way. Celebrate with Harvey's on Main.
Kick off your boots, come gather round. We're digging up secrets that can't stay down. Bigfoot's out there in the midnight air. Aliens watching from who knows where. No sugarcoating, we're saying it straight. Bigfoot, alien, CIA. No sugarcoating, the truth on display. Jericho and Paul, bring it your way. From small town whispers to city lights, we're hunting the truth in the dead of night. Conspiracies spin and the rumors fly. Country Cupid is gonna tell you why. No sugarcoating, we're saying it straight. Bigfoot, alien, secrets to break. No sugarcoating, the truth on display. Jericho and Paul, bring it your way. Footsteps in the woods, lights in the sky. Some call it crazy, we just ask why. Laugh if you wanna, but you just might see there's more to the world than they want it to be. No sugarcoating, we're saying it straight. Bigfoot, alien, secrets to break. No sugar.
In a world where feelings are protected and men have traded big, beautiful beards for man purses and man buns, comes to you a podcast you always wanted and never knew you needed. A podcast where feelings are left at the door and conversations happen unfiltered and no sugarcoating.
All right, what's going on, guys? So
We are back. Jericho's decided to bite the bullet.
yeah, I'm gonna bite the bullet on this, but I want to do it a little different tonight. I'm going to do it, but I want Paul to spin the wheel for me.
Oh, wow.
Let's just see what kind of juju that gives us.
Man, you fixing to get bean boozled, bro.
Yeah, let's see what kind of juju that gives us. So
All right, here we go. He's not even going to look.
No, I ain't even gonna look. I'm gonna let Paul spin the wheel.
Oh, let me get it good.
That is a good one.
Oh,
A sudden stop too. What is it?
go ahead, turn it around, man.
Sing 15 seconds of any song.
That's what he hated to do. That's the one he said he don't want to do.
No, I said I don't know 15 seconds of any song. So I have prepared for this. There is one song I just know, you know. Have you ever watched the movie The Pest?
No,
Really?
really.
You would love it. Like,
Told you I'm not much of a movie person.
I don't know. Yeah, you know, for someone to say that, you know a lot of movies.
I was a movie person.
Yeah, even New Age movies. You know a lot of movies.
I watch a lot of clips on my phone too.
Oh, okay. So here we go, guys. Bigfoot mating calls. Sorry, Lynn. No Bigfoot mating calls tonight. We're getting 15 seconds.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. There. Hopefully that tickled your pickle. Anyway, so
Hillbilly loving in the hay.
that's a good song. I love that song. But anyway, so anybody watch The Pest, you know, go back to this. But the intro to that movie has always stuck with me.
15 seconds.
All right, so count it down. I don't even know if I know 15 seconds of it, but I'm going to try.
All right, man.
And best thing about it, you don't need good vocals. It's just like a little rap.
All right.
So it goes, I like to party with my peeps, cruise the street, kicked out, laid back on the crazy street, straight hustler, so low to the flow, I'm a pocket like a midget. I'm the pest meister, living life in Miami's vice. Nah, see, you ain't messing with a frog, see?
All right, that was like 20 seconds
There, 20 seconds.
of him rapping.
Yeah, that movie has always stuck with me. I love that movie.
Good deal.
Good.
You paid. All right, he paid up, guys. So, anyways, I was telling Jericho, well, after our last show on Monday, we had Ronnie here. We were talking about reincarnation. We were talking about
Oh, yeah.
all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah, I got a little heated there for a little bit.
Man, I tell you, it was
Even Jessica said, like, I thought them two was going to have at it.
like I was
like, I had to calm them down.
I was frustrated because it was hey, you know, I don't have a lot of I said ahead of time that I wasn't very sure about this, and when you have that Bible trumps all kind of thing, you know, and it's like, okay.
Well, I'm never one to go against the Bible, and I'm not right now. I'm not ever going to go against the Bible. But
Ellipses.
But it does say in the Bible that we have free will. We make our own decisions. You know, our thoughts are our thoughts, right? So what's wrong with having that free will and wanting to question human nature? You're not questioning the Bible, you're questioning human nature.
Ronnie's not feeling well tonight. He could use your prayers. He's has a pretty bad headache keeping him from his son's basketball game this evening and out of the podcast room.
It's giving him dizzy spells and stuff. So if everybody could, you know, have silent prayers for him or loud prayers, however you want to do it.
Or just pray when
pray.
you can.
Yeah, just pray.
But it kind of felt like he was trying to have a rebuttal conversation with when I was just trying to have a could this happen? What do you think about this?
Yeah.
What do you think about that? What do you, instead of being challenged about it, I wasn't trying to be challenged. I was just trying to ask opinions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get both sides of it, and hearing both sides gave me that thought I had that you said was actually out of a movie.
Yeah, about a spirit walking through you.
I'm
and you
still
have it
bummed
there.
about that. Like, I really thought of that, and I've never watched that movie. I was like, that's a great idea. And then you're like, that was out of a movie. It made me feel that big. I was like, screw you, Paul.
So, anyways, to kind of get back on that, I sent you a video the next day. And the video is called The Reoccurring Theory. Do you remember the video I sent you?
You know how many videos I've watched since then?
Well, how many that I've sent you have you watched since then?
I've watched them all, but
Well, I've only sent you the one.
I've watched them all, but you know how many videos I've watched on top of that one?
So the recurrence, let me tell you, because you're going to tell me, no, Paul, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, let's hear it.
So the video says that when you die, you repeat your life again. Mm-hmm. That's the premise of the reoccurring theory. That when you die,
Guys, keyword theory.
That when you die, you redo the life again. And in that time, it's the same time, like no time, you are reborn back to when you were born. Mm-hmm. So for me, if I died tomorrow, then it would start me back in 1984. I would be born again, and I would get another opportunity to live this life that I'm in.
Mm-hmm. See, and there's a lot of these theories going around, because not long ago Sean came up to me and he's like, dude, have you heard about the egg theory? And it's identical to what you just said, same exact thing. And every other theory I've heard is identical. People's just putting a new name to it and trying to say that they come up with this. This has been an ongoing theory for a long time. You know, probably before both of our times.
So you're familiar with it?
Yeah, I'm very familiar with the theory, and I'm very familiar with the dozens of names it has.
Oh yeah, tell me another one.
The egg.
Oh, you said egg. You said dozens of names.
Oh,
I just wanted to hear a third one.
Sean had said another one.
He's pretty smart on the fly. He'll come up with something anyways.
Yeah, lizard.
The lizard theory.
Yeah, because you know how lizards they shed their hides and stuff.
Listen, last night he was talking about how silver-tongued he was and how he was trying to get around the conversation and everything else. Like, he went 5 minutes in one direction to circle back to say, see, that's why.
And it was good, wasn't it? I was impressed. I was like, I know he felt that. Like, he's believing all that bull. And the whole time Jessica's looking at me like, you're serious.
Yeah. Like, anyways, we had a fun conversation last night anyhow. But I thought, how neat would that theory be? That if you got to do that, like, there's so much I miss in my childhood. Like, people, particularly the internet being gone, there not being cell phones. Like, we grew up a decade apart, but you kind of grew up with a little bit more electronics than I did.
Yeah,
that wasn't available to you because of the situation that you grew up in.
but in my, like, electronics come sooner in my life than it did yours.
Right. You were introduced to them sooner.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm finding out about the internet when I'm in the 7th or 8th grade. Maybe 6th. No, it was 7th. Like, we had, like, keyboard classes.
Yeah,
where you said, like, the typewriter. That'd been the click, 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 click,
mine
click,
wasn't a
click,
typewriter.
click.
I had a keyboard class, though, on an actual computer.
No, we didn't have computers. We had typewriters.
Yeah.
And then before that, there were word processors. Or, I mean, after typewriters, there were word processors. But I remember having to pull the typewriter thing back and then stick a little, it was like whiteout. It was like a strip of whiteout over the letter, and then you would have to hit the letter again, and then it would white out the letter. That way it didn't look incorrect on the paper.
Yeah, I didn't learn none of that.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Surprised they wasn't teaching you how to
Morse code?
yeah, a little Morse code. So, what are them called? The
Telegraphs?
no, a monogram or something. Ain't that?
No, monograms where your initials are on your shirt.
I mean, I know, but
No, obviously you don't, because that's what a monogram
I
is.
thought that was what that was called, though. You know how one word can have two things? That's a monogram.
Yeah. Like sex as an activity or sex as a person.
Exactly. Same thing.
But anyways, I thought it was really cool. The egg reoccurring theory. They get a chance to kind of redo your life. Because, you know, have you ever thought about the opportunities that you've missed? Have you ever thought about that?
Yes, a lot.
Like the people that you've ran into, they're like, you ought to do this with me. And you don't do it with them, and then they go off and become super successful.
I've had 2 or 3 instances like that. You know, I mean, because at first you just get this like gut feeling. You're like, that's a failing business, or that, or that's a huge mistake in my life. I don't need to do it. And then you see them 2 or 3 years later, and you start kicking yourself in the tail, and you're like, why did I not do that?
Yeah.
I've had 2 or 3 like that.
Me too. Probably 2 or 3 where it's kind of like, hey, Paul, I really want to get you involved in this. And you're like, yeah, no, that's stupid. I don't think I'm really interested in doing that. Mm-hmm. Oh, come on. You'd do great at it. You'd be phenomenal at this. And you're like, yeah, no. And then you see them later on, and it's like, man, they really did great. I wish I would have said, yeah, I'll try that.
I mean, it makes you want to just take a step back and look at your life now and be like, could have been better.
But I mean, given that whole reoccurrence thing, I mean, you would get the opportunity to maybe try a different side of that. Kathy Jackson, yep, like the person you wish you would have slept with. Actually, Kathy, there's probably a lot more that I wish I wouldn't have.
So, Kathy, I take it there's somebody you regret not sleeping with? So he must have been...
She made me blush. I don't think I should have said that.
Yeah, he must have been well hung. It's that bird. I'll never get to feel that.
But I mean, slept with or have a relationship with or whatever. Like, I was going to mention that on the last show, not really relationship stuff, but you know, like the people that you feel like you've known for forever. You know.
So, in this theory, do you remember the stuff?
No, I don't think you do.
So what if
you do the exact same thing?
What if you do the exact same thing every single time?
What are the odds of that, though?
Well, I mean, if you have the same mind frame and everything, like if nothing changes, if the only thing changes is you just keep getting to relive your life, but everything about you stays the same, there's a pretty high chance you're always going to pick the same path.
Is there?
I would think so.
There are times that I've done routine things that I messed up doing that routine that I've done 100 times that led me in another direction. Like, just like when I get ready to go, I always grab my jacket, I grab my belt, I grab my wallet, grab my phone, grab my cigarettes. Even though I've done that 100 times every time I leave the house, sometimes I don't.
Yeah. Sometimes you forget your cigarettes. You're like, well, I'll just stop and buy a pack.
Yeah, or I'll turn around and go back. I'm not too far away.
Yeah.
Or, hey, I need to go back, grab my wallet. You can imagine those same instances maybe slipping.
Yeah.
And how that one slip changed everything.
Yeah. I don't know. Like me,
I like the butterfly effect kind of
I
thing.
don't. I have forgot my wallet a time or two. I've never went back for it. I'm like, screw it. I've already left. I'm just gonna tough it out. I'll eat when I get home, or do whatever I need to do that involves my wallet when I get home, or do it the next day.
Oh yeah. Might be hard to remember, but there's had to be at least one time.
Oh, I mean, I forgot my backer a few times, and I swing by a store and buy a can.
Not if you forgot your wallet.
Yeah, no.
And your backer.
But see, my wallet, I rarely ever forget, because I know that is a necessity in my life. You know, as it should be in every man's life. But snuff, yeah, I dip it, I enjoy it, but I don't really make it a necessity. Well,
the only point I was getting at is, even though, like you said, you always do this, sometimes there's a glitch. And what that one glitch of you always doing this would mean. You know what I mean?
So I was thinking like deja vu. I was thinking like, maybe deja vu could be a glitch.
It could be.
That makes you remember something. You're like, well, I don't want to do that, so I'm going this way.
But you'd swing back around if you left that phone at home.
Actually, you're wrong. I've forgot my phone quite a bit.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know who Happy Camper is, but you're wrong. I will not swing around when I forget my phone. I'll just go on.
Really?
Yep. Ask Jessica.
But you have a work phone, don't you?
Yeah, I have a work phone. And
So if you left that phone while you were headed to work, you wouldn't go back and get it?
No. Because Jessica's got both my phone numbers. So if it was something with the family, she knows how to get a hold of me. But everybody else, I'd be like, oh, yeah, I'll just talk to them this evening.
Yeah. There have been times that I left my phone at home and I just didn't go back for it. Like if I just was only going to be out for a minute or something, then I didn't bother with it.
If I forget my phone, it really does not faze me.
Can you imagine how life would have been different if we would have been born at a different time? So let me elaborate on that. So it needs to, because you're not. When I was a kid, every time we got in the car to go somewhere, there was like a 50% chance we would break down.
Okay.
It's not even a thought anymore. Like, I never think about breaking down when I get in the car anymore. But when I was a kid, there was a 50% chance that we would break down.
You better have a toolbox.
Yeah, and my dad was a mechanic and all that, so he could get us off the side of the road. But there was a 50% chance every time we got in the car. But there wasn't cell phones. There were pay phones, and you had to be somewhere close to use a pay phone. There wasn't any cell phone, so you were kind of on your own when you broke down, and nobody has to really worry about that anymore.
Now when somebody breaks down, instead of trying to diagnose the problem, they just pull their phone out. Well, let me call so-and-so, come get me, or whatever. No one ever. That's why no one wants to learn nothing. That's why a lot of these kids are helpless.
But I mean, can you imagine that being a problem now? Mm-hmm. And how? Because I mean, I'm sure you told me how you grew up. I'm sure that you had to live pretty similar to that.
Very similar.
Where you had to worry that the car would break down.
I don't know. I didn't really get to ride in cars much. Mom and Dad, they done all their running. when they took us out to town, very, very rare occasion. The only car I ever remember, well, I remember my dad had this truck before, and I remember my mom driving a red Cavalier. And I remember being in that Cavalier.
Like the small Cavaliers or a little bit bigger
The
Cavaliers?
small Cavaliers. And I remember being in that Cavalier twice. I have two memories of it. Once, it was storming. We had a tornado come through. And Mom actually got worried about it, so she loaded us kids up to go somewhere. She was trying to get away from the storm. The second time, she took us to one of her buddy's houses, which again was just right down the road, like 2 minutes down the road, just so she could have her time. I'll say it like that. That's only 2 times.
I'm just catching this now, but Leanne said while you were rapping that theme song, if she would have closed her eyes, she would have thought it was Cardi
Oh,
B.
I read that. I appreciated it. She made me feel good when I seen that. So thank you, Leanne.
But I mean, that's the different times. Like, my dad had a pager for forever.
Yeah.
And when we needed something, it was call my pager and put in 911 if it's an emergency. And if it's not, just put in the phone number if you just need to talk. Because then he would have to go somewhere to get a phone to call us because there wasn't cell phones or cell phones that we could afford. You know, like they had cell phones in like the early 80s.
I know a few people, they got some walkie-talkies.
But they were the big box phones.
Yeah.
And not everybody, we definitely were nowhere close to being able to afford.
No.
Like, and there was a time when long distance was a thing.
Yeah.
Where you had to wait till like 7 o'clock to call people in another county.
Yeah.
Because you get charged more.
I made a few long distance calls because I didn't know how to work a phone, and I was just dialing numbers just to see who would answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then everybody goes through that phase too. You finally hear about 1-800 numbers, and you're like,
Or 1-900 numbers.
yeah, or 1-900 numbers. That's what I was talking about. 1-900 numbers. You finally hear about them, and you get curious at a young age. And you're like, let's see if that's real. So you call a few of them. Guilty as charged.
I look at you that way because I have a story and I didn't know if someone has shared my story with you and you just say that.
No, I was literally just saying that. We talk on the phone topic. It's part of it.
So here's my story. There was me and a few of my friends, and we decided we would call a 1-900 number. So I took my dad's credit card and we called. And we had a lady talk filthy to all 4 of us. Filthy talking to all 4 of us.
Wow.
And we had it on the speakerphone. That way we could all filthy talk her back at the same time.
Yeah. Wow. Man, she was just rolling in it that night.
Dude, she was the nastiest talking lady I'd ever met.
To 4 guys.
4 teenagers.
She didn't know that.
She did.
Oh, she did know that. And she
Yeah.
still went on with it?
Oh, she did, because our money was good.
Oh.
The card was paying. Anyway, so I think that probably went on for like half an hour. And you can imagine how hard it is to carry a dirty conversation for half an hour, but we were just laughing and having the best time with it. Anyway, so I hang up, no thoughts about it. And then my dad gets the bill, and my mother sees it, and she's like, Bill, what is this? Because it's like almost a $300 credit card bill that we'd run up. It was like $8.99 a minute or something like that for 30 minutes. And he goes, I don't know, Shar. I don't know what that is. And then they dig a little deeper and find out it was 900 numbers. And I guess they knew right away that it was me that was doing that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got one serious question about that. Out of all 4 of them guys, Which one got hard?
I don't know, my man.
You know.
No, I don't. No, I don't know. That's the. I don't even know why you'd ask that. I don't know. Anyhow, so then my dad started getting these mailers where they'd had his credit card information and stuff.
Oh God!
We started getting these 1-900 mailers that would come in the mail. Yeah, and it would say explicit all over the envelope. And I know my dad was so embarrassed every time he got one of those out of the mailbox.
You know, mail people looking at it.
Yeah, and then he threw it at me one time, and he's like, "Here's your mail." He threw it at me, and I opened it up, and it was the wildest crap he put on pages, man. Chicks with wieners and all kinds of crap. And they all had their own 900 number that you could call if that was your thing.
You should have put that in your memory book.
I might still have one.
It's like that Theo Vaughn, man, he cracks me up. He was telling us a story similar to that. He goes, yeah, we used to just all gather up and hang around in a circle and grab each other's wieners and see who would get hard first. And if you got hard first, you lost.
You were the gay one.
Yeah. like, how does he don't make this crap up. There's no way. Like that man's dumb as a box of rocks. I can guarantee he's done everything he's ever said.
So we grew up in Barberville, Kathy. Until I was in second grade, we lived in Barberville. We lived in off Higgins Hollow, right in the Boonhide area of Barberville. Mm-hmm. And then we moved over to the Sharp Scap side of Barberville before we moved into Corbin.
I've been in Higgins Holler quite a bit. Oh, down around Long Branch, Higgins Holler, and all that.
So I don't know a lot of their names anymore. But yeah, we that's where we lived at for a little while. Until I was in second grade. Then we moved to Route 6, like in between Woodbine and Barberville. Like we were right in the middle, right after you remember how they had that golf club out there?
Oh yeah.
Right, like a mile around that.
Yeah, so you was pretty deep down Route 6 right there.
Yeah, we didn't. There wasn't a bus that run out there. We couldn't catch a school bus there to go to school.
That sucks.
And then we moved on into London.
See, when I lived with my aunt there for not even a year, we used to. Her driveway was so long, the bus wouldn't come up it. We'd have to all go to the end of the driveway, and we'd always race to see who can get down there first. Well, it got winter finally, and the night before I went out there with a water hose, and I turned it on and just let it run for.
Must have been a long water hose.
Well, it was right beside the door, and so I just turned it on, let it run for a good while.
So, like, was it a downhill driveway?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a downhill driveway.
Okay, I was like, man, you must have had like a 600-foot water hose to do the whole yard, the driveway with it or whatever.
It was right by the door, so I just turned it on, let it run for a good while, and then right before I went to bed, I went out there, shut it off right when it got real cold outside, because I knew that sucker was going to freeze over, and I made sure to be the first one out the door, so that way I could jump past the ice. No one else knew it was there. I jump past that ice, I take off running, and I look back, and I just watch them start falling like dominoes.
Wreck the whole crowd.
Yeah, wrecked the whole crowd. They was all mad at me. We got in a fight. We got in a fight and a half after that. I mean, big fight. I about bit my cousin's calf off because they ganged up on me. I was the smallest one, and they'd always gang up on me. So my two brothers had me pinned down, just beating the life out of me. Then my cousin comes up and starts kicking me. I grab his leg and I just bite his calf. And I don't let go of it. I said,
you got to win, man.
Yeah, I won that one.
So, to reel it in, we got Preacher Pat going to be on the show on Monday.
Yes, Preacher Pat's going to be here Monday.
They are doing the weigh-in right now of Redneck Brawl, which is going to be pay-per-view tomorrow night.
Yep. 8 o'clock, guys. Redneck Brawl.
Now, Big Rick, we've had him on the podcast. He'll be fighting in it. Mm-hmm. Little Smokey and Little Fire is going to be fighting in it.
I thought they couldn't fight in this one.
They are fighting in it.
Okay.
There are three or I think there are maybe 5 people that fought in the last one that's going to be fighting in this one again.
I'm just glad there's some 606 boys in it.
I just don't know if they've got someone Big Rick's size that could fight with him. He'd be a tough one to match.
He is a tough one to match, but hopefully they got him paired up pretty good on this one, and this guy gives him a good fight. Because the last guy, I mean, he fought, but it wasn't the best. Like, I want to see Big Rick throw down.
So that'll be going on tomorrow night. They're doing their weigh in at 7:30. Big R, the guy that we sponsor, is not going to be fighting in this one.
But he is fighting in the next one.
He's hoping to fight in May.
He is now. It's guaranteed. He was talking to me the other day. He's already slotted for the next one.
Him and Sasquatch?
I don't know. It might be Sasquatch. Monday, they're releasing the call-outs for that fight. And he said that his call-out is in it.
Okay, so this coming Monday. Now, Big R has went on to do his own podcast now, kind of doing his own thing, right?
Yeah, and it seems like it's turning out really good. They're enjoying themselves. They do a lot of singing, guys. So if you want to listen to singing, go check it out.
I thought they were just drinking, having fun.
They do. That's what. Yeah, they drink and have fun. But when they get drunk, they start listening to music and they start singing.
Like, it was like Keith Whitley, I think, is what they were singing.
Yeah. Which
I love Keith Whitley. When Keith Whitley's singing Keith Whitley.
And I mean, and there's other podcasts around here too. I know there's others popping up, and there's other ones already going. I would, guys, I'm just really curious, out of all of our faithful followers that has been with us from start to finish right now, what can we do to improve, or what kind of ratings do we have right now on y'all's thoughts? That would help me out a little bit. I don't know about you, but getting some personal feedback, I think, would help me out.
Well, guys, we're going to be doing, we've talked about, and I don't know why it's not been done yet, but we've talked about starting the giveaway. We'll be doing starting the karaoke contest next month.
Or booking. We're going to start the booking next month.
Well, no, we're going to start it. Right?
Oh, yeah. That's what
it's February now.
Yeah.
That way we had a winner by our year anniversary show, right?
So we need to start the booking now. Go ahead and start getting that lined up. Yeah. Wow, that's coming up quick. So guys, there you go. If you know anybody that wants to sing, wants to join a karaoke contest, reach out. I'll make an official post this weekend. I'll get that started this weekend.
But we got a lot of really exciting stuff to do. A lot of exciting stuff that we are doing. And guys, right now, because of your help, we are one of the fastest growing podcasts in the area. Like, I think over the last 2 weeks, we've gained close to 1,500 new followers.
And that's good. I thank every one of you, truly, gratefully, from the bottom of my heart, because this was a dream of mine for a long, long time, and I'm pretty sure it was one of yours too, or you just want to do it.
No, remember I sent you that thing where I spoke it into existence?
Oh yeah. And I think this was just meant to be. It was a rocky start, but we fought through it. We stuck together, and now we're here, and we're still growing.
So very excited about that. And if you guys know any singers that may be interested, we're going to bring them on the show, let you guys vote, let you guys share their stuff, and just try to blow up something. We may even invite our old winners back, but not let them be in the show.
No. I think we already agreed that if you won last contest, you are not allowed to enter this contest.
Well, we have agreed 100% that if you have a huge following, you're not
Oh,
allowed.
yeah, that's what it is. If you had a huge following, yeah, you're out.
Not that you probably can't sing. It's just not fair to the other
Yeah,
contestants.
it's really not fair. But like that Kira girl, the one that
She won second.
yeah, she won second.
She probably would have won
But
first.
she was the last one to sing too. She really didn't have no following. She just put the work in that we asked you guys to do, and she ended up winning second place.
She won like $150.
Yeah.
And when we had Jerry on, and of course he has a huge following, and those folks love him to death. So of course they're liking and sharing all his stuff. But the girl, what'd you say her name was?
Kira was her name.
Kira. She like Jericho said, she was the last person that sung. And she shared her video and got all of her friends and her family to share her video and go like her video and everything else. And I mean, it turned out really good for her.
Yes, she done step by step what we asked of, and it extremely worked in her favor.
So a lot of really cool stuff.
Oh no, that's Roy Cottle. Yeah, he can't sing in the contest, but I'd love to get him back on here.
I called him last week in front of you.
Yeah. Did he-
No, I never called me back. I did. I called him. I said, Roy, we're just worried about you. Haven't heard from you. Seen you doing really great stuff. Just calling to check on you. It wasn't even a, hey, come on the show, Roy. It was just a really, hey, we've not talked to you in a long time. We'd like to touch base.
I'm a good friend, just wanting to reach out and make sure you're okay. Hit me up.
Those of you guys that like listening to Roy, go check out Chris Floyd. He just did a live video of him singing at a contest or something. He just put it on Facebook. And Chris is always on the page. He's been following us since like the beginning.
Yeah. Chris has been right with us.
We've been trying to figure out when we can get him on a show. But he just did a video and him singing and some kind of, like, there's drums behind him or whatever, but it looks like kind of a bar setting. He's killing it.
I watched some of his older videos, and he's pretty good actually.
So, anyways, guys, with that said, Jericho, I'm okay with wrapping it up.
Yeah, I'm okay with wrapping up. I think we've touched base on everything that we really needed to. Just one last time, guys, if any new person's just now getting on, things I say are just things I say. My opinions are my opinions. I'm not pushing them on anybody. Paul's not pushing his opinions on nobody. This podcast, we called it No Sugarcoating. For simple fact, I am who I am. Paul loves it to death.
I do.
But no sugarcoating really falls into that factor. Anybody can come on this show and say their thoughts and opinions, and there's going to be no judgment across us.
Right, so, I mean, if there's somebody that disagrees with Melissa Jones that wants to come on, we'll have them.
Yeah, we'll have them. Because if you're sitting in this room, we're just talking. We're just expressing our opinions back and forth. No judgment, just good, friendly conversation.
All right.
And just like Paul had said last show, I think it was last show when you was talking about the disagreements, why get upset over someone's opinion? Why get upset because this person posted something on Facebook that you disagree with? Don't do that, and because we're not doing that. If you're watching us and if you like us and if you want to come on this show, you're going to come on this show judgment free, and we're all going to have our opinions.
Yeah, you're welcome to come on here and tell us that we don't know what we're doing or what we're talking about.
And I'll just look at you and I'll smile and I'll probably agree with you.
So, I mean, we're open to all that.
Yeah, we're open to everything. Thank you guys for helping us grow. Help us continue to grow and stick around. And watch out, there's a lot of fun coming. So please watch out for the karaoke contest. I'll be posting that here real soon. We'll get that ball rolling because that starts next month.
And those of you that don't know, Melissa Jones just put out a new video 4 minutes ago. Go check it out.
Yeah, go check it out because we will be on her thing here real soon.